Okay, so this is just extra practice. So let's start. So over here, I like you to change, right? Keep. I change subtraction to addition, and that's 6 over here becomes negative 6. So two negatives, they're friends, right? So it's negative 32. This one, then we'll do these two first. Negative 23 plus negative 27. And that's going to give us negative 50. So now I have to do this part right here. So it's negative 50 minus negative 18. That's going to give us negative 50 plus, and then opposite of negative 18 is 18. And this is going to give us negative 32. 9 plus 43 is very simple. There's more positive, so that's going to be positive, right? 34. Do these first. 74 minus 67 is just 7. And 7 plus 7 equals 14. Temperature dropped negative 9 degrees Fahrenheit for each of the past hours. So every hour, right, drop 9, another hour, 9, another hour, 9, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The temperature dropped. The temperature dropped, right? 9, negative 9, and there's one more. Okay, let's do that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So negative 9. So the temperature is keep going down and down. So what's the total? How much did the temperature drop? Well, it's negative 9 plus negative 9 plus negative 9 times negative 9. Or you can do negative 9 times 9. That's going to give us negative 81. That's a big drop. And I think I should have used different numbers, but you get the idea. This one, remember, the division problem, so we want to change it to multiplication, times 12 over 5, negative. Negative times a negative is a positive. Can we simplify? We can. We can simplify. Divided by 3 is 4, divided by 3 is 5. Right, so now it's 6 times 4 is 24. 5 times 5 is 25. That's my answer. I want to change this to a mixed number. So it's going to be 22 over 5. And then divide by 2 times 1 is 2, plus 1 is 3 over 2 is that. So now I can change the multiplication, negative 22 over 5 times 2 over 3. Right? So can I simplify? No. So negative times a positive is a negative. 22 times 22 is 44. And 5 times 3 is 8. Or you can change this to negative 5 and 4/8. That's weird. Oh, and it's not 8. I did 5 times 3. 5 times 3 is 15. Sorry. Right, so I gotta make a little change over here. 15 goes into 44 3 times, and 4 over 15. Or this. 2 over 8, 8 times 2 is 10, plus 1, so it's 11 over 8, divided by, and 0.2, man, I'm going to change this to a fraction. It's 2 over 10, right? The same. So it's negative. So now keep, change division to multiplication. I'm going to use a reciprocal of that one. And that's what you're going to multiply. Positive times a negative is a negative. And can I simplify? I can. I can simplify this 1, and this becomes 5. So it's 55 over 8, or 6/7 over 8. Okay? But negative. Let me go back here. It should be negative. Okay. This one, there's quite a few things I have to do in here, right? So I'm going to have to do this guy over here. So it's 1 over half, 1/2 minus 2/3. Remember, we have to find a common denominator, which is 6. Right? So 2 times what is 6? Times 3. So key times 3. So it's 3. 3 times 2. And then times 2, so that's 4. So I can do this, 3/6 plus negative 4 over 6. Who wins? These guys, right? This is going to be 6, and 3 plus negative 4 is negative 1. So this becomes negative 1 over 6 divided, right, because this is division, divided by 12 over 10. Negative 1 over 6 times 10 over 12. We can simplify, divide by 2 is 5, divide by 2 is 6. Negative times a positive is a negative. 1 times 5 is 5. 6 times 6, 36. So this is my answer. Round 5 to 13, so nearest 100. So if you obviously have a calculator here, so I'll just do it. So it's 5 divided by 13. 13 goes to 5? No. Can 13 go into 50? Yes. 3 times? No. 4. 4 times 13, that's 3. That's 39. Minus 10 minus 9 is 1. 4 minus 3 is 1. Bring another 0 down. And that's about 8 times. 8 times 8 is 24. 10. If you subtract, 10 minus 4 is 6. Now bring a 0 down. And 30 going to 6, 5, 4 times. 4 times 3 is 12, goes 152. Now we're going to bring an 8, right? Because that becomes as 5. So now let's bring another 0 down. And it's going to be a 0. 13 goes into 8 5 times. No, 6, 5, 6. 6 is 18. Let's try 6. 18, carry 1, 78, 2 left over. Now, it says near hundreds, right? So we have 3.3846, blah, 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 blah. But this, remember, this is the tens, this is the hundreds, this is the thousands, and this is the 10,000s. So we're going to break it over here. So this, can that make it higher or lower? So this is a 4, so the 4 is not lower, but 4 is the same, right? Remember, let it rest. So it's going to be 0.38 because this one we're going to throw away. Remember, hundreds. 5 over 18, what is it as a decimal? Well, let's divide. So if you hang on a second. If you divide 5 divided by 18, in your calculator, 5 divided by 18, you're going to get 0.2777777, yeah, and so on. So this is going to change to 0.27, and the bar is here, not here, but here. So what is this decimal? This is a repeating decimal. This is a repeating decimal and non-terminating. Terminating. Okay. Now it says here, find two numbers that are 3.5 units away from -1. So let's make a number line. Here 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I hope that's enough. -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. So here's -1. You want 3.5 units. So we're gonna go 3.5 units that way. 1, 2, 3, and do it a little better. So we're gonna go that way. 1, 2, 3.5. We'll go this way. 1, 2, 3.5. Right? Meet that. So I'm gonna change colors for that. A little red here. A little red here. So let's do that. So from here we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, and half. Mitad. Go here. What's that number here? 2.5 or 2.5. Let's do the other side. 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to go a half here. Mitad with red color. And right here. What's this number right here? That number is negative 4.5 or negative 4.5. So two numbers. It's negative 4.5 over here and 2.5. So there's my two numbers of 3 and 3.5 units away from each other. So change this. So it's asking you to change to addition, right? So we want to change this. So keep the first one, change the subtraction to addition, and the second one is going to be 78.1. Same thing here, 55.03 plus negative 67.8. Okay, so let's do that. 42.01, 78.1, and this should give you negative 36.09. On the other side, 55.03 plus 55.03 plus 67.8. And that's going to give us negative, right? Because there's more negative. Those negativos ganan 12.77. And this one, oops, did I make a mistake? Oops, this is not the answer. Sorry. They're friends, so it's 42.01 plus negative 78.1, and that should give us 120.11 negative. Okay. So these ones, I don't have a. I can just do it. So you can do it, right? So it's negative. I change this to a mixed number. So it's going to be negative 1417 over 7 minus 21 over 4. We're going to find the common denominator, which in this case is 28. So it's going to be 28 minus 28. So that's times 4, which is 68. And this is times 7, and then times 7, it's going to be 147. I change that. This is negative 68 over 28, right? And then subtraction becomes plus, and this becomes negative 147 over 28. So that's going to become 147. 215, negative 215 over 28. Next one over here. Well, we got to find a common denominator. So the common denominator between 12 and 15 is 60. So this is times 5, which is 25, times 4, which is 28. 25 over 60 plus negative 28 over 60. That's going to give us negative 60. Quien gana? That's negative, so it's negative 3 over 60. Which you can simplify to, sorry, I don't have two negatives. You can simplify to negative 1 over 20. Okay? Simplified. Reducido. Here. I change everything to a decimal. So this one I like. Negative 0.85 plus negative 0.2 minus 0.28 minus 0.5. So that's helps me when I do it. Okay, so 0.85 minus that minus 0.28 minus 0.5. It's going to give us 0.85, right? Minus 0.2 equals minus 0.28 minus 0.5, and that's going to give us negative 1.83. Same thing here. I'm going to change it. So I'm going to make this 0.2 minus 0.5 minus 0.10, right, or 0.1. I'm just going to write 0.1. Minus, and this one, 4.55. I changed that. So this one is 100, right? All right. Actually, I'm not going to do anything, sorry. 4.55. And the last one plus 0.75. So now you can play with those numbers. Minus 0.05 minus 0.1 minus 4.55 plus 0.75. Final answer, negative 4.15. Well, these are fractions, so I leave it as a fraction, so I get negative 6 over 9 divided by negative 12 over 15. And I can simplify things here, right? So I'm going to do 6 is 2, it's 5, it's 3, it's 4. So I'm going to get negative times a negative is a positive, so I'm going to get 8 over 15. Now I have to do this part here, divided by 2/3. 8 over 15 times 3 over 2, I can simplify, it becomes a 4, 1 becomes a 5, so I get my final answer. That's 4. Same thing here, so it's negative 3 over 9 times negative 1.5, right? Let me do this part right here. So it's a negative times a negative, which is a positive. And I can simplify. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 9 divided by 3 is 3. I get 1 over 6. Now I have to do this part right here. So I have 1 over 6 divided by negative 3 over 2. 1 over 6 times negative 2 over 3. I simplify this one with this one. And I get negative 1 over 3. So again, this one, let me add, right? Let me do this first. Take care of this guy right here. So 5 times 2 is 10, 11 over 5, plus 3 times 4 is 12, 15 over 4. Find a common denominator, which is 20. It's times 4, times 4, it's 44, times 5, times 5, which is 60. Wait, sorry, 75. We're going to add, right? So everything is easy. So it's 20 at the bottom. It's going to be 119. And then I'm going to take 119 over 20, divide by, in this guy I'm going to change to 2 over 10. Divide by 2 over 10, but negative. Keep. Change division to multiplication. And this becomes 10 over 2. We can simplify. This 10 divided by 10 is 1. 20 divided by 10 is 2. It's going to be 119 times 1 is 119. 2 times 2 is 4, but negative. Okay. Or if you can change this to a mixed number, it's going to be, let's see, 19 divided by 4, it's 2, 8, 39, 29. 4 goes into 11, 2 times, which is 8, 39, and then it's going to be 36. And that be left with 3. So this is the same thing as the negative 29 and 3/4. Okay. That's, I have to do the next two. So, next one, it's negative 4/5, right? Let's do this guy right here. Divided by 5 over 2. Negative 4, keep. Change the division to multiplication, and 2 and 5 change places. Negative times a positive is negative 8. 5 times 5 is 25. Now I'm going to do this part. Right, so it's going to be with hang on a second, I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing. So it's negative, no. It's going to be negative 8 over 25 plus negative 10 over 12, right? So that's what I have because I'm adding this with this guy right here. So let's find a common denominator. Ooh, this one is not easy. 25 and 12, 60, 120. You can do this. I'm just going to leave this. Okay, so you can find the sum of these two. Only because what's the common denominator? 300. Okay, what's 300 times 12? Can we even go there? 300 divided by 12. Yeah, it'd be 300. So I'll just do it. So it's going to be 300. It's going to be, again, negative, right? That's 300. This is also negative. So this is times 25. What's 25 times 12? Is it 300? Yeah, so it's going to be times 12 because this was times 12. So this is negative 96. And then 12 times 25, so on top is times 25. And negative, that's 250. Add negative and a negative, it's all amigos. And we're going to get 46, 346. Or 1 and 46 over 300, which you can simplify even more, and I'm not going to do it. Next one, it's negative 3/8, so I'm going to write negative 3/8. I change this. Let's divide by 4 times 3 is 12 plus 15 over 4. But negative 3/8 times 4 over 15, negative. Negative times negative is a positive, right? So I can simplify this. And you get 1 over 10. Now I can do this part right here. 1 over 10 plus negative 2 over 8. The LCM is 40. So times 4 times 4 is 4. Times 5 is 10. Who's going to win? The negatives, right? So it's going to be 40, so negative, and 4 plus negative 10 is negative 6. Please tell me this recording. Yes. Okay, so next one. Okay, so again, we have that problem, right? Where price is fluctuating. I'll write it like this. And that's not that difficult to do. Negative 82 minus 0.45 plus 1.01. And it's going to take a while. Minus 0.45 plus 1.01 minus 0.65 plus 0.77. I hope I did it correctly. And it looks like it's going to be negative 0.14. So, did the price increase or decrease? It decreased. Okay. The price decreased by negative 0.14. So again, we have a start, we have a change, and we have final. This says the final price is 512. How much was this? What was a change? Negative 0.14. It went down, so something was here. It went down, negative 0.14, and the price is 512. So, what's the price over here? Has to be bigger, so it's going to be 5.12 plus 0.14. That's going to give us 5.26. 526, right here. 526 goes down 0.14, and the new price is 5.12. Sam has $78. She buys 2 sweaters. She's going to buy 2 sweaters. So 54.5, compró 2 sweaters 2 times. So it's going to be 54.5 times 2. It's going to be $109. Gastó, she spent $109. So minus 109. So what does that mean? Now it means that her bank, it's negative. She has a negative balance. So let's do a number line here. So here's 0. Here's negative 31. she needs to deposit. The bank says you need to deposit $150. You need to have $150. We'll just make this a little bit more accurate. So how much money does she have to deposit to get to $150? Well, she has to deposit $31 plus how much is here? $150. That's going to give us $180. So she needs to deposit $181, but she also has to pay a fee, a fine. She has to pay a fine of $13.99. So she has to deposit $181 plus $13.99 for the penalty fee. So that's going to give her a total of $194.99. That's how much she has to deposit. So we're buying ribeye again, right? We're buying ribeye, and we're going to buy sirloin. So the ribeye is here, and here's the sirloin. So we're buying 1 2/5 times $14.99. Okay, so let's put that in. That's going to give us 20.986, right? But remember, this is going to change to 20 point. That 6 is strong, right? So we're going to make it 20.99. And then we're going to do 1 2/5. This is 1 should be here. 1 2/5 times sirloin. How much is the sirloin? 14.99. Uh-oh, I did it backwards. It's okay. So this is the $14.99. This is the sirloin. Now I have to do the ribeye. So the ribeye is $13.99. So we're going to get 1 times 13.99. It's going to give us, again, this one's going to be a little bit cheaper, so this is going to give us a total of $19.586. And again, we have to change this, right? $19 point. Again, think of this one. We're going to cut it, right? So that's going to make that go 59. So who's more expensive? This guy is more expensive, Moscato. So 20.99 minus 19.59 equals to 1.4. Okay. And the last one, yay. 3/4 of means multiplication. Flank, how much is flank? $9.99. So times $9.99 plus 4.5. Where are we buying ground beef? How much is the ground beef? $7.99 times 7.99. Let's find out how much it is. So 3/4 times 9.99. This is going to give us, I'll put it over here, 7.4925. We're going to write this as 7.49. So the 2, the 2 is very weak, so this is going to change to 7.49. And then 4.5 times 7.99 equals, this is going to equal $35.955. But we're going to write this as 35.96 because that's going to go up. So let's add it up. So the flank plus the ground beef equals 7.49 plus 35.96 equals $43.45. Okay. Now, if you pay this $50, how much cambio do you get? That should be simple enough. You're going to get $6.55. Okay, and that's